Welcome to the stream.
Another dimension within the civilization capsule. But why does it open up now? Was it when Avidius and I made contact?
Arbiter.
It's my mate.
Is that Imperator's voice? Imperator, do you have more to tell me?
Hello. How's my day? Welcome to my stream.
First instance initiated. All probabilistic futures now revealed. Outcome verified. Blueprint compiled. Advancing to... Arbiter, this moment set to activate in response to the presence of an initiator. Time in this place flows near still. A moment remains for us to speak. When I merged with Leviathan, it seized a fragment of my mind, and with it, a trace. I knew not the fullness of its design. As a safeguard, I split elements of my core data into this space, the civilization capsule. It records the origin and birth of the Rinascitan civilization, preserving their most ancient memories. Once, we drafted the first blueprint for these seaborn kin. Now, I have entombed it here. Arbiter, heed me now. Let me unveil Rinascita's beginnings. In the beginning, life rose and fell with the tide. The displaced and wandering did follow my guidance. They journeyed unto the archipelago. There, I did leave knowledge and technology, that they might walk the path to freedom.
Your light blesses us.
We follow your will.
To build our republic.
Unity became the bedrock of civilization. But Leviathan seized upon mankind's longing for unity to manifest civilization's shadow. It spoke in my name, wrought false miracles, forged whole grace, feeding on stagnant, obedient minds.
We are blessed by the sea. By you, we are unified. By you, we are born. From the sea we came, and to the sea we shall return.
From the founding of civilization, it had invaded their spirit and beliefs. I rose against it, only to unleash the dark tide. It scarred Rinascita beyond measure. I began to question all I had done. relentless steer of Inacita's fate. And I too once guided Inacita's course. In truth, we were no different. We both sought to mold civilization after our own will. Those who truly walked the land were never granted the right to choose. Civilizations abound with Thrunodians. No eternal solution doth exist. Have I the right to choose their fate? The shaping of a civilization must belong to its people. Only the people can decide where their future must lead. What followed, thou already knowest. I allowed the Thrunodian to exist. I chose coexistence, using myself to shackle it. I partook of its blight, that I might comprehend it. Once I did seek thy counsel. Thou granted me the freedom to choose.
I just have one question. Why did the civilization capsule need the Thrunodian's power to open?
When Leviathan and I were one, I split a sliver of its frequency, a memory. That memory I sealed here. The capsule was ever meant for thy hands. My design was that it should open only in the presence of thou and the resonator, bearing both my power and that of Leviathan.
What if that resonator became the Thrunodian's puppet?
If that came to pass, then Inacita hath already fallen, and the truth within this capsule would cease to matter. But if she standeth with humanity, then this truth is hers to know, and thine. Leviathan was born from the dark side of mankind's longing for unity. Their fear of the sea shaped its likeness as a great sea creature. Even at civilization's dawn, it had already tainted mankind's hearts. A primeval shadow lurking within the soul. The opening of the capsule shall stir the Rinacitans' oldest memories. Leviathan shall seek, through the blueprint we created, to lay claim to Rinacita's fate anew. If the Rinacitans wouldst walk a path free of divinity, they must face their past and the most primeval fear. They must overcome the shadow born of civilization. Arbiter, the hour of farewell hath come. Go now, gather every last hope. If all unfoldeth as it should, Rinasita shall be free of divinity henceforth. When the shadows of the soul are at last dispelled, Rinasita shall welcome true dawn, and humanity shall have a future beyond any I could foresee.
The true faithful believed in Imperator. So too did Imperator believe in humanity.
You killed the Blessed Maiden before my eyes. Raguna's disasters are tied to your actions. Now tell me what I need to know.
If I told you I acted to save Cartethia, would you believe me? This place is protected by Imperator. For now, Leviathan can't hear us. This is for you.
Righteous One, trust her, and trust me. Everything we've done is to defeat Leviathan.
That is her frequency.
I need you to accept this. Cartethia is dead, but she may still return. For that to happen, we need to kill Leviathan.
Kill Leviathan? Didn't she absorb it when they merged?
Now, Leviathan is on the verge of rebirth. It stole some of the Sentinel's power. During your battle with the Blessed Maiden, it split off a trace of its frequency and hid it in a gem. I'm sure you've seen it. That gem ended up in the Fraxidus' hands. Their whole play in Rinasita, use it to bring back Leviathan.
So the Fraxidus has been incubating the Thronodian. How long has this been going on?
Perhaps longer than we can imagine. Even your clash with Cartethia may have been scripted. A setup to give Leviathan a shot at slipping the Sentinel.
You know about that? Just who are you, Discord Slayer? I can't imagine Cartethia keeping something that important from me.
Think of me as what I am. An Avenger hunting Leviathan. As for the rest... The next Harbinger of the Dark Tide has surfaced. Until we can find him or her, we keep this quiet to avoid the worst-case scenario. Our first priority is to find them. If we don't, the Dark Tide can overwhelm Raguna again at any moment.
You're saying this Harbinger is behind all the Dark Tide creations we're seeing?
Not all. The Harbinger resonates with Rinasita's darkest emotions. Those emotions act as anchors, pulling horror into form and speeding the tide spawn. If the emotion is strong enough and the Harbinger is near, those things evolve. They feed off the Harbinger's thoughts and memories to become more real. Some even start to look human. You've noticed it. The tide spawn in Raguna are starting to mimic us. Which means... Exactly. I've always hunted the Dark Tide's creations. Each one shares slivers of thought and memory. I kill them and I take what they know. They've been watching you. They want the civilization capsule. So, I followed you, tracked your movements, Figured if I stayed close, sooner or later I'd find the Tidespawn's core. Maybe even the Harbinger. The capsule only unlocks with both the Sentinel and Trinodian's power. And it opened the moment you and that gladiator touched it. So...
You think it's Avidius. But you carry the Dark Tide's power too.
Caution is a virtue in a hunter. You're right. The Dark Tide is in me. But Leviathan stopped counting me among the living a long time ago. And this power, it's mine. Who I turn it against is my choice. You're welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not stopping this hunt anytime soon. When calamity strikes, I trust you'll know exactly where to point your blade. Good. Then hunt with me. Until we give Leviathan a death worth talking about. Loud, messy, unforgettable. The Sentinel's frequency is gone. I guess the time for talking is over. Leviathan's power is spreading and this space is about to collapse. We need to find a way out.
They're all Tidespawn.
The civilization capsule was tainted by the Dark Tide. That's how I got in. Followed the corruption straight through.
So you can enter the Dark Tide. No wonder we couldn't find you.
Yes, but the frequencies there are chaotic. I locked onto yours and followed it to the... You have access to core data. But Avidius, he might have been swept into the frequency vortex. Hard to say what's wrong. We need to move fast to find him. Figure out who he really is before the next wave of Tidespawn hits. The exit is at the end of this wind trail. Stay on it. We're almost there!
Good. Looks like you haven't run into too much trouble. It hasn't been long since you disappeared into the rift. Once that thing masquerading as Fenrico was slain, the other Tidespawn didn't last.
That was the last one. With the family's private echo arsenal backing us up, we held the line just fine.
Surely you didn't think we'd fall apart without you? We Aragonese are made of sterner stuff than that. We handled those creatures just fine.
This Phalian
Yes, true.
burial. When the core was destroyed, the other Tidespawn lost their form. For now, the vault is secure. At least, until the next wave spawns. I'd set up order terminals around the perimeter, though. They'll detect humanoid mimics and prevent new Tidespawn from forming here.
Might I ask?
Where's that gladiator from Septimont?
Seravidius made it out of the rift before you. But he didn't look great. Kept muttering about needing to stop the crisis. Then off he went, like a man on fire.
Give me your hand. I left a mark on Avidius during our fight earlier. With Baelor's power, I can tap into his sight. We'll find his trail.
I must move quickly. Silence, you maddening whispers! No, I'll be damned before I accept a fate like that. There must be something left I can still do. I won't let the same tragedy happen twice.
He's headed for Thessalio Fells.
We've lost contact with Cantarella. The beacon on her end.
Dark clouds are gathering over Thessalio Fells. Something is definitely wrong.
Very well, we'll hold the line. Zani, call in the family's transport echoes. We'll assist Rover where we can.
Don't complicate things. Put those echoes towards supply runs instead. Stay close. We're taking the sky route.
Manipulating the air to form a wind trail. Is that your resonance ability?
One of them. I have the Tacit Discord Harpia within me.
Not an echo, but a tacit discord itself? So, you can absorb them directly?
You can say that. Balor is one of many.
One of many. Now I'm really curious about you and your abilities.
If we live through this, maybe I'll tell you. But right now...
We need to find the Harbinger. Do you know how we can identify them?
First things first, they'll be corrupted by the dark tide. But the signs aren't always so visible. We'll have to look for associated side effects, and prepare for what they might bring. We've entered Thessalio Fells. I can already sense the Tidespawn up ahead.
Thessalia member. We need to help him. Leave it to me.
Oh, it's Rover. Take the Sentinel.
What happened here?
Dark tide creation swarmed without warning. We were overrun before we could...
Move aside. We'll clean up.
Wicked. We'll face judgment.
Thank you. Lady Cantarella is still on the front lines fighting. Would you please help to reinforce her position?
It's too late, my lady. I see it. The end times. Paradise. Descending at last.
Rover.
The Physalia bloodlines, this is the true horror of the evolved dark tide. It feeds on human despair, warping that frequency to form tidespawn. Your family's antidote can still cure those lightly infected. But for those whose corruption runs deep, like him, their frequencies cannot be reversed. All we can offer is the dignity of dying as a human.
My lady, don't let me burden those who still have hope.
Matriarch of Physalia, I understand the cruelty of such a choice. If you cannot strike the final blow, allow me.
Physalia blood must be ended by Physalia hands.
Thank you. May glory return to the Physalians.
The dead rest. Cartathea remains secure in the It was Leviathan's voice. Something has.
It's very likely Avidius. Right now,
That Septimontian gladiator. Our scouts saw him advancing into the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Lady Cantarella! Rover! Reinforcements have arrived! Thessalio Fells. It's already... Attention! Deploy all acolytes to set up temporary resonance beacons. Scattering the light of Genesis will...
Acolyte Phoebe! A cluster of tidespawn is marching towards the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Rover, Avidius is our mission.
I'll use my forte to defuse the family's
We'll triage the wounded and fortify this position.
Whether the Sentinel comes or not, we are their will made flesh.
O light of Genesis, shield us. As we were at the dawn, so we stand today as the Sentinel soldiers.
The Order's acolytes are holding off the other tidespawn. This is our chance to go straight for the source.
It's you. Forgive me that you have to see me like this. When the civilization capsule opened, I saw Rinasita's beginnings and the memories of so many of its people. I saw him too.
Leviathan used the Dark Tide's frequency to fall.
Yes, I once said that I would write my own story. But after I left that space, I suddenly felt the tide spawn's movements. But once again, I stepped blindly into the churning river of chaos. The Thessalia's oldest memories awoke ahead of time because of me. Countless tide spawn emerged in my wake. I tried to drive them back, but I overestimated myself and was corrupted by them. My hopes and dreams, all of it was real, so why? From Septimont to Raguna, the blame lies with me. Perhaps this is the fate I could never outrun. Caligula's fate. It's calling to me.
Damn it. His mind.
I am the one who glimpsed fate itself. And now, I will reveal it to the world. But who can truly know the mind of fate? That is why I will become it. I will wear its face. That foolish divine mask no mortal can comprehend. I am the king. Bearer of extraordinary power, I shall be crowned in glory with the blood of the old king.
Ovidius.
Unwritten one, I have no need for your pity. From the deepest dark, I rise against your purest light. Let us see which is worthy of a true ruler.
If you believe he was once an honorable gladiator, then fight him. Make him remember who he truly is.
I can write my own fate and rewrite theirs. I can quench their hunger or ignite their fury. I will tear down this wretched, false world and ride the only truth that endures for eternity. Death.
Hopefully this helps.
Speak of the devil.
I'll show you.
The gates of hell!
Recalibrate.
No time to lick your wound.
To my last.
I once scorned the weakness of others. Now I see. My own heart trembles just the same. How pitiful.
His attacks are slowing.
Keep it together. His will is stirring within the dark tide. Don't let up. Your memories, your emotions, they weren't all lies. Reach for them. Find what was your truth.
I am the Tempest!
Keep it together. Last chance.
Annihilation! The wicked will face judgment.
Hopefully this helps.
Wind rises.
Hopefully this helps. The wicked will fade. Ovidius, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
I am human. Not one of these monsters. This will be my final glory.
Ovidius, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
Fate lies within the dark tide. No one mistakes the mending costs. Wield the dark tide's power, and it will consume you in turn.
I am nothing.
How do you plan to resist?
There must. That girl. Was she devoured by the tide too? Wait! If you keep going, the dark tide will swallow you completely!
I know. The dark tide devours everything. Assimilates everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it. It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them? These false frequencies need me to survive. If this power, then I'll show it who. Fate may be loud, but I don't think it's that strong. I don't believe in it.
A memory left behind in the dark tide. She's right. In this war against fate, I still have a move to make. I want it to be a story that gives people hope. By my spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil. I will absorb all of the tide spawn. Kill me and the calamity ends here.
Ovidius!
There's no time! Discord Slayer, I saw your past in the tide. I know what you seek to do. Take my power and finish it. That too is my wish.
I promise I will. Give me all your bitterness. We will make them pay.
Pathetic as he was, in his final moments, he outran his fate. Now, why greet our reunion with animosity? Before the tides of fate, we are all but players on a stage. A truly moving scene. A pitiful, doomed soul struggling. Alas, his script was written long ago. In this... A lie told often enough but to become truly real, that path was still far off. In the end, the breath that could give him life was his alone. Oh, a being born of lies, grasping for meaning in a world. Did you not see? I did. His intentions, his ambitions, his darkness, his weakness. To lay a soul bare is not always an act of cruelty. Humanity is fate's play. Through contradictions and conflicts, pain brings metamorphosis. Tragedy breeds transcendence. Only then may a soul rise beyond itself and touch the gates of immortality. Should you still insist on my cruelty, well, high praise indeed. At the very least, it proves this story has stirred your pity and fervor. That alone earns you the right to read through to the final act. Go then, to Septimont. The curtain is drawing. There I shall rewrite Renacita's fate, with the dark tide as my ink. Will you suffer in silence?
You brought ruin to Renacita. You think you're just walking...
Ah, my state. But since you're so eager, I'll leave. The dark tide has already tainted the civilization capsule. It no longer requires the Threnodian's authority to be opened. Just a single drop of the tide's nectar will suffice. So tell me, how could an existence born of the dark tide ever serve as its anchor of reality? Be forewarned.
Harbinger of the dark tide is the anchor of reality of all tidespawn. That means it must be a real existing person. When I was absorbing the tidespawn, I felt it. Avidius was also born.
Then why didn't the light of Imperator reveal his true form?
Because his intentions and work... and that unshakable resolve not to become a pawn of the darkness, even unto death. That created his own truth. That's why he played right into the Quill-Bearer's hands. A scapegoat, the perfect sacrifice.
Avidius shouldn't have had to bear such a fate. I will carry on his fight. I'll keep writing the story he believed in. The story that gives people hope.
Yes, as he wished. Let's return to Cantarella and check on the wounded. If Avidius wasn't the Harbinger, that means we missed something.
Hopefully this helps.
The Tidespawn have fully retreated. The situation around Thessalio Fells is improving. Seems like the Order has already transported most of the wounded to Averado Vault. But as for the rest, the scars Leviathan left on their minds still need...
I'm so scared. Oh, it's you, the great hero Rover. Cantarella told me stories about you. She said you're just like the heroes in the adventure tales. Brave and determined. But you can't save everyone.
Don't go. Don't leave. Don't abandon us.
Carthia?
Mortals need salvation. Mortals need unity. Righteous One, open the Ascendant gates for me.
This world doesn't belong to you, Leviathan. Chimera! How are you feeling, Rover?
Stand down. I said, stand down. Fall back.
But, Lady Cantarella, we all saw it! Just now!
Enough. I told you to stand down. You've withstood the whispers before. Will you forget your loyalty to your comrades in the face of fear?
I'm sorry, Lady Cantarella and Rover. We lost our composure.
Leviathan is a master at finding the...
Certain emotions between you and the others resonated. Your tacit mark opened a portal, pulling you into another illusion. That portal fed on your presence to spread malice and fear. But before it could fully take shape, I broke into your
I saw Fenrico, Nia, and Carthia. They all passed through that gate. What exactly lies beyond it?
That's the realm Leviathan created. The journeying paradise. Avidius was Christophoros' decoy. He planted that decoy in Septimont for years. When the waters recede, the truth shall come to light. Rover, you are the new harbinger of the dark tide.
Cantarella went inside to prepare that antidote. She should be finished now.
This is the family antidote, made to suppress Leviathan's spiritual corruption. Take it now. As long as we can identify the problem, there's a way to fight back. You carry the Sentinel's power within you. That's keeping the corruption at bay for now. What's left are the hallucinations and whispers. I've learned about Leviathan's current state from Galbrenna. The Thessalias have resisted the Threnodian for a century. Its whispers aren't undefeatable. We will defeat it.
Leviathan needs a harbinger with enough influence to spread its gospel. You're the laureate of Raguna and the hero of heroes in Septimont. That's more than enough to be its first choice. Your path overlaps with Avidius. The Tidespawn are shaped by the Harbinger's thoughts and memories.
You once said the Harbinger had to be corrupted by the Dark Tide. But I still don't show any signs of corruption.
I suspect the one corrupted might not be you.
The Dark Tide, huh? I ate some back at the hunting grounds. It tasted kind of funky. It made me super sleepy.
Abby must have absorbed many other frequencies. So while the Dark Tide's frequency lay in wait, it was masked by the others. It makes sense.
Rover? Did I do something wrong?
We made a call when it mattered. I asked you to absorb the Dark Tide. I couldn't have known what it would become. You didn't do anything wrong.
I see.
The real threat is Leviathan. If we want to end this for good, we kill it and destroy its paradise.
From what I know, Leviathan, we've already secured Raguna and Septimont. The Fabricatorium and the hunting grounds are both stabilized. So why is this paradise still there?
Everything you've done has slowed down or maybe even sealed off some of its pathways. That's why Leviathan is resorting to its final plan. This so-called divinity is more devious than humanity realizes. The paradise you saw is not of this world. It stands within the Dark Tide. Matriarch of Thessalia, you have guarded this truth for over a century. Now, we need your insight.
I couldn't see the truth until the Threnodian's whispers finally quieted. Only then did those ancient records, once twisted beyond recognition, begin to make sense again. Leviathan was born from the shadows in our hearts, from our longing to connect and belong. It took the shape of a sea creature, because it used faith to spread a spiritual plague. All the while, it has been feeding on our pains, fear, despair, sorrow. Our ancestors believed Leviathan survived by absorbing these emotions. Little by little, it burrowed into Renacita's collective unconscious. They said the Dark Tide is that subconscious made real, an ocean of shared trauma. That's why They called Leviathan the Master of the Deep.
I heard them. All those voices in the dark tide. And before I touched the gate, I felt it. Fear. Sorrow. Like it was pouring out of the people.
The stronger the conflict, the deep. That's why the playwright kept forcing Rinasita into conflict. The end times are drawing near. The Ragunesi cling to hopes of a blissful afterlife. Septimontians have long believed in another world that begins after death. Leviathan may have drawn from these subconscious beliefs, aligning with those desires to fabricate a false future and afterlife within the dark tide.
If that's true, once the people's belief in the end times reaches its zenith, their consciousness will align entirely.
Its power of assimilation will grow stronger, until the line between imagination and reality vanishes. The journeying paradise will descend upon the world just as before. When it does, every soul in Rinas... You saw it in the illusion. It cast aside the Sentinel's form and took on Cartetius. That means the first step in her plan is complete. Leviathan is still watching the real, but you must have sensed it by now. Your connection with Rinasita runs deeper than I, or even you, ever imagined. You're not just the harbinger of despair. You've become a vessel of Rinasita's hope. So go, gather every last flicker of it. This is a hunt, yes, but it's also more than that. It's a war of spirit, of light against shadow, hope against despair. To take Leviathan down, our belief has to be unshakable. If there's doubt in your heart, then stop. A new path won't reveal it. For now, the dark tide in Raguna is under control. And I think I figured out what it plans to do next. Before the bells of paradise ring, I'll buy you time. When you're ready, head to Septimont. Just like the playwright said, when the moment comes, everything, fiction and reality, past and future, will converge there.
Instructions. No dawdling. I promise. We will return soon. Well,
Well, well. Is that you, Unwritten One? So you did decide to grace us after all. Thought maybe you'd forgotten about us. Did you come straight from Raguna?
I did. Has it begun here, too? I see you're starting evacuations.
An unannounced high tide. But that term doesn't even begin to cover it. No signs, no patterns. The dark tide spawn are surfacing at random, even outside the city of Septimont. It doesn't make sense. The Earthrend Wedge is still holding back the dark tide at its depths. At any rate, Augusta's already led a team to the Sanguis Plateaus to investigate. As for me, I'm helping out here. Someone has to stop the panic from turning into a stampede.
It's not just Septimont. Raguna has been hit too.
Raguna too. And Ovidius. He never bent a knee, never played by the rules. Why is it that fate always strikes hardest at those who dare to defy it? I'm just a helpful, ordinary person now, helping the temple with the evacuation. No more restraints from the Tetragon, no prophecies. I admit, I've never felt freer. It's just... The last prophecy ended with, the dark tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. After that, nothing. And with this abnormal dark tide behavior, people are starting to fear the end is upon us. Nice thought. If only more people shared your hope. But in the face of something this vast and unknown, fear is only human. We can't blame them for trembling. Aquila, any word? The dark tide has been spotted at the Three Heroes' Crest. Bad. It's the highest point in the Sanguis Plateaus, well beyond the Blight Cloud's reach. The dark tide has never touched it before. They call it the Three Heroes' Crest for the three heroes of heroes who once stood there. Many believe their blessing has kept it one of the few sacred places the dark tide cannot reach. If even that place isn't safe, we need to see it with our own eyes. But Septimont still needs us too.
Worry not, Honored One. The Senate will oversee the evacuation. Please, go assist the Ephor. We may lack your strength, but we will not stand idle. We will do everything we can to hold the line.
We were born in Septimont. Resistance runs in our blood, and we were raised beneath the shining legacy of heroes. You think we'll sit back and let ruin claim us?
We're counting on you, Honored One.
I hate to admit it, but the current Senate... Come on, Rover. Let's find her.
Traces of the dark tide are everywhere.
The tide spawn always shows up where we least expect them, and even though the common echoes here don't depend on the Genesis Nexus, they're still breaking down due to the dark tide's corruption. Don't wear that face. These are Septimon's warriors. There! The three heroes' crest. Look, let's pick up the pace. You fought beside Augusta before.
Look! It's Rome!
My fellow warrior, you came. Feels like just yesterday we were fighting side by side in the...
Rover, your arrival is appreciated.
Oh, let me introduce you.
You know. We know each other.
A lot happened while you were off adventuring. You missed some fun.
It is strange. Theoretically, the dark tide flows here from the... But this time, nothing. We always knew the Earthrend Wedge was a stopgap as we repelled the first wave and set up an anti-corrosion ward using... Have you discovered anything?
What? But... I thought the Sovereign's death would sever the root cause of the paradox.
The Fraxidos. Always scheming in shadow. Its wicked ambitions know no end.
Your Excellency, another outbreak.
Leviathan won't spare us any time to breathe. It's been too long since we stood shoulder to shoulder in battle. Warriors! The battle horns sound once again! Let those who defy Septimont tremble at our fury!
Tide spawn dead ahead! Let's cut them down in one clean sweep. It's always a blast fighting beside you, my fellow warrior.
Another horde inbound. They're not letting up.
They're heading straight to the anchor obelisk.
We will stop them.
One with the sound. Be gone. Rend this slumber. Leave it to me. One with the sound. With the curtain! Nowhere to hide. No, is it just me, or have they slowed down a little?
Your Excellency, the targets in the remaining
Leave them to me. Good. We'll split up and reinforce the rest. Stay sharp. One is the sound. None shall whisper. One is the sound. Keep it together. You will obey. One is the sound.
How is the situation there?
Just cleaned them up.
We've cleared our sector 2. Regrouping now.
More tide spawn at the southwest.
Oh, trying to wear us down one flank at a time. They're closing in on the
Wait. Something's... Leviathan. It's directing them. It saw we were spread too thin.
The north.
If I release this attack, it's testing me. Seeing.
So, this is where we're needed, right? Time to help reclaim those obelisks. The North Flank's ours. Let's give them a grand show!
The Montellis greet you. We will secure this cell.
The poison Leviathan leaves behind, allow the Thessalians to cleanse it.
Phew! Made it this time! I've got this side covered. By the name of Imperator, we'll protect the obelisks here!
Let's deal with the mess first.
One obelisk remains on the northeast.
I'll take that one. You have my thanks, heroes. This battle is not...
I never thought I'd see this. Fighting side by side with the order of his deed. Onward, comrades! We're not about to shape Septimos now!
I've heard of the Montelli-centric constructs, but seeing that kind of firepower up close is something else.
She's absorbing the tide spawn.
Lord,
what kind of
never
power is
left.
that?
In one strike!
I'll indulge you.
Present your offering.
answer my call. Face me. Wow. Is that all? Praise me. See. On you go. Face me. All of me. Invincible!
What is that in the center? An opening. Something inside is sending them frequencies to recover.
Tide spawn is still hiding in there, ready to strike again. Damn it! There's no end to this.
Won't last much longer at this rate.
The entrance is open. Now's the time.
What are you doing?
What I always plan to do. The moment I jump into the dark.
Jump into the dark.
More precisely, into the journeying paradise. The suffocating despair you see. It's a gateway.
You're saying Leviathan?
That grand city you glimpsed within. Everything it plotted fell apart. With no other choice, it began spreading the gospel of its paradise by force. And that gives us a chance to kill it. Right now, it's trying, but that's not its truth. We must strike the root.
The paradise won't fall unless we can reach it. How exactly do we do that?
The living can only enter the journeying paradise inside. There's Augusta. You take it, Levi. Once I'm inside, I'll draw its attention. That'll buy you enough time to prepare. Good. All locked and loaded. Now if you'll excuse...
Huh? No! Hold on now!
And you, Rover. If your resolve is true, be ready. When the time comes, I'll guide you to paradise. See you all in hell.
The tide spawn are retreating to the center.
Now activate the Acropolis.
We did it.
But what good is that? She just rattles on, doesn't even check if anyone's really listening, and then dives head.
The journeying paradise. Rover. There must be a way. The nature of the dark tide and
Rover, you're here.
Regarding that, I think it's best you hear from them directly.
Loud and clear, Rover? So, all available bloom bearers have arrived in Renaissance. We're standing guard at Aberrado Vault, and Booling is already en route to reinforce Septimont. When the Thrunodian blindsided us in Jinjo, we made some guess. But this time, the Black Shores will show the world who we really are. We've already synced intel with Raguna, and time's short, so I'll make this a quickie. We've drawn some key conclusions about the Thrunodian in Renacida. The Thrunodian is a shadow of civilization, formless and immortal. According to Imperator's judgment, it can't be erased entirely, only shackled. But the one you're about to face is different. The Fraxidus used the Thrunodian's gem to resurrect him, and that created a crack in the shell. Tethys believes that with Imperator's power, he might be able to split the gem from the Thrunodian and stop Leviathan from fully reviving. If you can extract the gem, Tethys can tap into a Sonoro's infinite expansion to lock that thing down for good. One more thing. Back in Jinjo, Abby proved capable of absorbing the Thrunodian's frequencies. This means, in theory, it could act as a temporary host for the gem. But know this, the Thrunodian Leviathan is rooted deeply in the minds and souls of Renacida's people. Only then can it truly exist. At Raguna's request, we've teleported some of our strongest resonators to reinforce the front lines of 3 Heroes Crest. So, leave the civilians to us. We'll keep them safe. As for combat power, I called in some insurance. Never hurts to play it safe. Don't worry,
Feed my blossoms, self-deceiver.
So you don't have to unleash the fans. In any case,
If not for the Black Shore's aid, we would not have arrived so swiftly, or with such peace of mind. This disaster has swept across all of Renacita. We Raganese won't cower behind Septimont's walls, nor will we sit idle while the dark tide ravages your lands. Septimont has long stood as the vanguard against the Tidespawn. This is your battleground. We'll follow your lead, Your Excellency. Just say the word.
Thank you for your trust. Though Septimont and Raguna have drifted apart over the years, in the face of such calamity, we stand together as one for Renacita. There is no need for formality between us. Leviathan is the source of this chaos. If the Black Shore's plan can truly seal it away, then perhaps the storm it unleashed may yet be stilled.
Discord Slayer spoke of a connection between the waste stones. She must have meant the Anchor Stone's ability to resonate and link with another. If there's another Anchor Stone inside the Dark Tide, that connection could open up a path for us.
When the Dark Tide swallowed me, I did leave an Anchor Stone behind, but how did you know that?
Not important right now. The real issue is that the anchor has been heavily corroded. To reactivate it, we'll need to purify it using the Sentinel's power.
Even if we take another Anchor Stone with us, its power alone won't be enough to pierce the spatial anomaly inside the Dark Tide and open up a path.
You'll need this. Entrusted it to me.
The first relic, infused with Imperator's pure original power. That light once drove back the darkness across Renacita.
Most of its strength was spent purging the dark tide beneath Raguna. What's left can only shield one person.
And someone will need to carry it in first to reach the Anchor Stone and reactivate it. I'll do it. As a captain, navigating through uncharted waters is second nature.
I'll go.
I know how to resist the Dark Tide's corruption.
The Phasalia family potion grants resistance, and I've endured its whispers for long enough. I know its tactics. Let me face this.
We don't even know where this Anchor Stone is. Finding it may take time, and your potion might wear off before you reach it. But I still carry the Sentinel's power. I can hold out longer than anyone. I have to be the one.
This relic holds all that Primus once felt. His fury, sorrow, obsession, and resolve. I see that same resolve in you. Take it.
Lady Cantarella, how many of your family's potions remain?
You're asking if I can brew enough to carry all of us into the journeying paradise, if we're ready to face Leviathan.
So, once that Anchor Stone is activated, the path should be clear, right? Great! Then would you do us the honor, brilliant Lady of Potions, and get us there?
Rover, this is Renacita's fight. It is neither your duty to shoulder it alone, nor our desire to see you do so. We will not have you face the Threnodian alone. Facing Leviathan means being corrupted by the Dark Tide, and so be it.
The priestesses foresaw this. The dark tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. If that is our fate, we must meet it head on.
I'll go first. I'll enter the dark tide, activate the Anchorstone's connections, and hold the path open for the rest of you.
Meanwhile, we'll hold the line at the Three Heroes Crest. The Tidespawn aren't the only threat. The Fraxters might still have their hand to play.
Once the anchors are active, we'll take the potions and follow.
Renacita will not falter just because a few of its leaders are gone. Its people will rise. We'll meet again in the Paradise and end this together. Leviathan will fall.
Rover, we all understand the burden you carry. We are grateful. We'll continue to monitor the dark tide. When the moment comes, we'll move. Until then, prepare and rest.
That visitor from Huang, he must know something about Fenrico. If the lantern came from the Fabricatorium, then what's happened to the dark tide sealed beneath Raguna's seas? There's still time before I go. I need to find him and learn what happened down there. This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey. This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
here, harbinger of the dark tide.
Who are you? How do you know about this?
Choyan, the capital sent me. I came searching for Raguna. He was tied to the Threnodian in his final.
So he's...
His ambitions and his crimes. That's how the relic reached your hand. Death is a cheap way to pay for listen. Every harbinger of the dark tide. Fenrico, Mia, the rest, death.
I accepted this long ago.
You've already...
That's why we're...
You've been resisting the Threnodian's corruption. You're prepared.
You've traveled so...
I'll do what I can. I'll hold the lining. When you're truly prepared to die.
I never act with sacrifice as a given. Not even my own.
One last thing. The magistrate of Jinzhou, the people you helped, they're still waiting for your return. Farewell.
Status report.
Frequency is stabilizing. If you're going in, this is your best window.
stretch of... If Leviathan, that Discord wants inside, find her, you catch on, immerse yourself in her rhythm. Feel it, understand it. Find a trace of her within the chaotic frequencies.
Rover, keep your wits about you once you're inside the dark tide.
Don't worry. I'll stick with her every step of the way.
Just remember you're not going in alone. When the time comes, if you are ready, step forth. May the eternal sun light your path, and may each step bring you closer to victory.
There's actually a whole other world inside the dark tide. It kind of feels holy somehow. feels a bit like chaos, but colder and creepier. Like something's whispering to me. Anyway, let's focus. Like Yuno said, if we do what we did back in the chaos, we can anchor to Galbrena and find her, right? Let me remember. Something about anchoring to the memories, feelings, and connections in the chaos. The problem is, yeah, Galbrena's always like, she's there, and then whoosh, she's gone. Doesn't really say much either.
In life, chaos. In death, silence. A stillness veils the teeming multitude. The hesitant shall not.
It's that creepy guy again.
Little lamb, your hostility pains me. I came to aid, surely you've heard. The dark.
Then we'll just go find them ourselves.
Leviathan lurks in the depths of this world, building its kingdom, bending this place into its image. This place is molded by the journeying paradise's frequency, a vision of perfection, unmarred by flaw. But behold, the dark tide's true face. A world of hatred. Leviathan merged paradise and hell with its power of assimilation, cloaking rot in radiance. repeat. These twin worlds bleed into one another to create spatial anomalies. Countless souls caught between light and shadow, adrift without rudder or self, lured by false hope, they stumble into its waiting arms. Not yet. Save its light. Wasteland. If you wish to see her, then walk her path. Endure what she endured. You will hear despair's screams. See the dead beg for death. Watch souls willingly burn it. Deceive you? No. I thirst for true brute. Her plan is bold, but an unwanted frequency has mingled into the dark tide. I know not who it is, but for now, you have no choice, do you? Come, little lamb, open your eyes. The flow of time here is slower than in your world. We have plenty of it. Be patient, little lamb. I shall keep watch over the outside.
Is that Galbrenna up ahead?
I won.
Did you see that? That resonance ability. Can a child really wield that?
She'll be a force to be Damn it. I was so close. If it hadn't been for the difference in our resonance, what did you do to get that kind of power?
My power?
It's born with it. I can't.
I know.
Are you? Mock?
No! They are stronger than me. Why? Why was I the only one?
For those who cannot stump, fate is never.
So she is from Sep. Her resonance ability was bright and radiant back then.
The curse had she returned unto.
You claim to stand against
the two and I. We each take. Do not be so. She carved a path through this underworld for you. The true danger does not lie in shadow. It hides in light. Leviathan toils endlessly to bring its paradise. I was right about you. Beneath that calm shell beats a heart that burns for battle. Congratulations, little lamb. You've survived the trials of the borderlands.
Are these Galbrenna's traces?
Go now. Claim the rewards of the brave. Perhaps you once touched.
I can't use my breath.
Because the dark tide. You could have read.
You once told me.
So take. You're not completely lost. I didn't want to admit it before. But in the arena, the fire in your eyes, it doesn't lie. That's why I so live with pride.
Curious creatures, humans, always resisting fate, entrusting all their hopes to a single soul. Yet her...
But she still...
She was come.
Hopefully this helps. The traces and...
Leviathan, hide the Sentinel's power you bear. Use it to sever the worlds. Reshape what is. Resistance comes, let that power be your blade. A journey into the abyss allows no return. It is a path ordained. To rise, one must first learn to fall. So it was for her. When her resonance ability was corrupted by the dark tide, she fought with nothing but instinct and flesh. She clawed through monstrosities until she stood before me. How it shall gnaw upon thee, slow.
I know.
To claim a divinity's power is to invite divine wrath. Know this.
It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why? These false frequencies need, and I'll show it who's the real.
Thy own kind.
So.
To seek a life true while death surrounds thee. Absurd.
It's that strong. I don't believe in it.
To wield the dark tide against its spawns. Fascinating.
It hurts.
Carry strength and our fun. Live with. Yet this is indeed a chance of an eon. I shall give one final push.
You.
Still, I never did grasp what she meant by truly living.
If you can't tame the power she carried the same will they did.
Her defiant to spare Renacita further calamity, but she was clever. Learned to track the movements of tacit discords, but men seldom listen to a girl who 'twas easier to believe.
So, Galbranna?
A fiend, she borrowed the dark tide.
drive them out. But alas, this time, the true Galbrenna had come. So long as hatred burns, such frequencies shall nurture her rebirth. Run as you always do.
Chimera, give me your devouring power. If I can consume her, I can end her rebirth.
You dare bargain with me?
This is a threat. Without me, you die too.
You would not dare.
Hunt with me or die with me. Your choice.
You know the cost.
Then before that, I'll tame you. But for now, that undying demon will fall beneath my blade. This name is now mine.
To wield this cursed fire with sanity, you will suffer considerable pain. Is it worth it?
Let's go. The hunt continues.
To consume that flame demon, she surrendered more of her frequency to me. Thus our pact was sealed. All that I consume, she inherits as strength.
So she became what she is by endlessly feeding on tacit discords.
A pact always has a price. Should she fail to feed me fresh frequencies, I shall feast on her soul, piece by piece, till weak tacit discords are but to crave on.
You'll devour her.
I helped her once broken.
No. It was the souls of those humans who saved her. You just saw an opening in her broken frequency and slipped in. Admit it. You just wanted to escape the dark tide, didn't you?
Besides, suffer it fate. They gave her a second life. She walks this path with zeal. Oh, and there are 4 more like me in her now. Ah, I almost forgot. Of course, one must not forget the flame demon herself. Galbrenna.
At this point, Galbrenna feels like her true name. But what was her real name?